Hi there, and welcome to my channel, Esoteric Knowledge. My name is Paul, and I'm the living man who is peaceable and spiritual and has God-given rights. Today, I'm going to share with you some very interesting information. To understand this information, let us go on a magical journey to explore how to use the power of money to live a happy life and create a better world for mankind. In order for you to effectively use the power of money to live a happy life, you have to understand what money is on a deeper level. One of the first things that you have to understand about money is that it is a measurement of choices. Whenever you use money to buy something, you are making a choice and telling the universe that you support that choice. Every choice that you make affects the world to a certain degree. For example, when you use money to buy conventionally grown food, you are making a choice and telling the universe that you support that choice. It is important to know that conventionally grown food is often treated with pesticides, herbicides, and other environmental toxins. Furthermore, a large percentage of conventionally grown food is contaminated with GMOs. Because of these things, when you use money to buy conventionally grown food instead of organically grown food, you are subconsciously or consciously telling the universe that you support the contamination of the environment. Today, most people are buying conventional food rather than organic food. In other words, they are choosing conventional food over organic food. Because of this, they are using money to support the conventional food industry, giving this industry the financial power to harm the environment using pesticides, herbicides, and other environmental toxins. By financially supporting the conventional food industry, people also are supporting the pollution of the environment. As the environment becomes more polluted with toxins, people become sick more often, causing them to be unhappy. Besides being a measurement of choices, money is the physical representation of your time and energy. In other words, it is a symbol of your labor. Because money is a measurement of choices and is a symbol of your time and energy, it can be used to control your mind and energy. This is why money is also known as currency, which is phonetically current-C. To explore this further, let us read 2 paragraphs from my book, Word Magic, and a paragraph from my video, What is Money? The Secret and Esoteric Meaning of Money. It is important to know that corporations, such as banks and governments, are dead. Because they are dead, they have no power to charge currency with electric current. In other words, they cannot give value to money because they do not have the power to charge it with the flow of energy. Corporations can only create debt because they are dead. Unlike corporations, living men and women have the power to create electric current and therefore are the true creditors. Because corporations do not have the power to create electric current, they need the magic medium called money to transfer the electric current of living men and women to the realm of the sea, also known as the realm of commerce. This allows corporations to charge the dead with currency, similar to charging a dead battery with electrical energy, allowing the dead to stay in business or alive. Keep in mind that the dead is made up of corporations such as banks and governments. On the other hand, the living is made up of men and women. Because corporations need the electric current of living men and women to stay in business, whenever corporations become destructive and greedy, one of the most effective actions that men and women can do to reduce the power of corporations is by not supplying them with the electric current. Men and women can easily do this by not using their money, currency, to buy products and services from greedy and destructive corporations. This is one of the most effective ways of diminishing the power of corporations without violent revolutions. When you really think about it, money is the magic medium that is used by the living and the dead to do business with each other. When money is used by the living and the dead to do business with each other in a harmonious and honorable manner, the result is great prosperity and happiness. However, when money is used for greed, selfishness, and other destructive desires, it often leads to poverty and economic disasters. Today, most of the living and the dead are not using money in a harmonious and honorable manner. This irresponsible act has manifested too many harmful and toxic products. Furthermore, it has manifested too much debt into the economy, causing death and destruction throughout the world. It is important to know that it takes two, the living and the dead, to create this chaotic mess. Therefore, men and women have little credibility to point fingers at corporations and vice versa. If you want to create a better world for your children and mankind, greatly reduce the amount of money that you spend on satisfying your destructive and sinful desires. Furthermore, avoid investing and spending money on corporations that do not care about life, freedom, peace, and the environment. In addition, do not spend money on sinful activities such as gambling, stealing, adultery, pornography, and violence. One of the reasons that you ought to not spend money on sinful activities is because by doing so, you are notifying the universe that you want to manifest a hell on earth. When enough men and women make better choices and spend money wisely, the universe will manifest a world filled with life, happiness, prosperity, freedom, and peace. Remember, money is a measurement of choices. Every time you spend money on a product or service, you are, in a way, casting a vote, thereby telling the universe that you support that product or service. The universe does not favor a positive vote over a negative vote. If you keep voting negative choices by spending money on products and services that are harmful to life and the environment, the universe will keep manifesting negative experiences into your life. Remember these words: every vote or choice that you make affects your reality and the collective reality of mankind. Because of this, please use money wisely and make better choices. The state of the world and the prosperity of your children and mankind are in your hands. So be the change that you desire to see. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please click on the like button with a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please support me by subscribing to my channel. For the people who are interested in learning the very deep, empowering esoteric knowledge, go to my website, esotericknowledge.me, and become a member. Also, check out my book, Word Magic. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.